and welcome to Ellen Ruth Soap. I'm Ellen, and today we are making another beer soap, and the beer that we're using today is this Yuengling Black and Tan. This is a good beer, and it's going to make a wonderful soap. So I'm going to do 2 beers and boil them down. I have 2 other videos of beer soap that I just made where I show the entire process of doing the beers and the beer lye solution. I will link those down below. So I'm not going to bring you along as I do the beer. I will give a link for the video where it's very detailed. So 2 of these beers are going in the soap today. Let's talk about the fragrance we're going to use. It's called Bourbon Street from Nurture Soap. And I've used this before. It is so good. It is a very masculine sort of, I don't know, makes me think of the English countryside, like a tap room, maybe. It's just, I don't know, it's just a fabulous fragrance, and it kind of, to me, it went along with the beer theme. It does have a little vanillin, says it discolors to a medium tan, and we'll work with that because for the color swirl, I'm thinking black and tan. For the black, I'm going to use my activated charcoal. I get this in bulk. It is very messy to work with, but so worth it. Charcoal is wonderful for your skin. It's a beautiful color. So that's the black. And then the tan, we're going to be counting on the vanillin to do its thing, and I will add just a little of my titanium dioxide to make sure that it stays on the lighter tan. I don't want it to go to brown because I want those black swirls to stand out. This is water-soluble titanium dioxide in here. It's running kind of low, and I will tell you how I do this. I do 1 part water-soluble TD to 2 parts of water, and then you mix it up. And I got this jar from Be Scented, and it has little steel ball-bearing like balls in the bottom that help it stay mixed and fluid. And I pre-make this and then use it when needed. So I like to keep this ready and on hand. But that's what's in here. 1 part TD, 2 parts water if you have a water-soluble TD. There's an oil-soluble one, and I've even seen some that are both. So just be sure you know what kind of titanium dioxide you have and you're working with. But that's what we've got. That's the fragrance, the beer. I'm going to get it all pulled together. I think I'm going to do a swirl in here. I was thinking if I wanted to try and do a wood grain pour, but I think I just really want a swirly soap with this black and tan. So that's the theme. Let me get everything pulled together, get my beer prepped to make this soap, and we will come back and make some really cool black and tan soap. All right, my black and tan beer lye solution is off to the side cooling, so I'm going to add my dry additives in here to all my oils, and I do have the fragrance in here. Oh man, it's really smoky, but in a good way, and bourbony, and oh man, it's good. All right, so let's do a heaping 2 tablespoons of colloidal oats in here, and a heaping 2 tablespoons of my kaolin clay. We'll get this all blended up as that lye solution finishes cooling, and then we will come on back to make this. I do have my activated charcoal dispersed in just a little distilled water off to the side just to make blending easier. So let's get to it. We are back with the beer lye solution here, and it's all cooled down. It's been in an ice bath. It does have tussa silk fibers. I did put a little bit of cane sugar in here just to help boost that lather, and some sodium lactate. And you can see what a gorgeous dark color that is. Ah, so good. And I think it goes with this fragrance in here really, really well. So let's get this in here. And I was thinking about the soap design. So depending on how this is behaving, I might just do a drop swirl or like a flame type pour. And if I don't feel like that's going well, I've got my hanger off to the side and we'll run a hanger through there. But I was just thinking to mix it up a little bit because I did do a hanger swirl on my oatmeal stout Guinness beer soap. I was like, well, if the texture feels right and I feel like I can get a flame pour out of this, I will do that. Otherwise, you know, you really can't go wrong with a hanger swirl, right? So we're just going to see how this goes. So we've got emulsion. Let's get to it and see. We will see when I start pouring what we come up with. I kind of like that. The soap has a voice, right? We're going to just let it tell me what to do here. next day. It's been about 24 hours since we got this in the mold. And this moved a little faster than I was expecting, but we got it in the mold. I'm very curious to see what the inside looks like. I just ended up chopping up and down with the hanger tool and all that. So because it was getting thick so quickly, I did come down earlier and steam this just to shine it up, because that is pretty rustic looking, but it smells fabulous. So let's get in here and see what we've got going on the inside. Back with the lovely Olga, and I'm anxious to get in here. So let's cut into this first loaf and see what we've got going on. Again, I have worked with this Bourbon Street fragrance before and not had it speed up on me. So I definitely think the beer played a part. I think the activated charcoal, but wow, that's cool. Okay, these are going to be cool. But anyway, the point is it started to move on me, but we did get it down in the mold. I may have a few air pockets, but that's not bad. And I think it looks super groovy. So let's keep going. And these smell really nice today. Oh, wow. I am pleasantly surprised with these. Black and tan, right? Wow. Okay, that's got a lot of black on there, but I think it's beautiful. Let's keep going on here. Interesting. You know, sometimes, wow. I'm sorry, I keep interrupting myself. These are gorgeous. And I have had that happen where I will use a fragrance and it behaves one way, and then I revisit it and it behaves differently. All the little details like the beer or the temperature. Maybe I was soaping a little bit warmer than my normal soaping temperature. My studio down here is pretty cool, and so usually when I come down and soap, it's like 70 to 80 degrees, but it was upwards of probably close to 90 degrees when I was soaping with this, so that probably contributed also. I'm just so happy. I was a little nervous, but golly, loving it. All right, let's get to the next loaf. All right, next loaf. But anyway, all those little nuances from temperature to additives make a big difference in how fast things can trace. So multiple factors. So I'm not throwing shade on this fragrance at all because it smells great, and I did get it in the mold, and it has behaved well on me in the past. So just the fact that I had a little bit of a speed up here doesn't mean that the fragrance does that necessarily. Oh my goodness, black and tan. Okay, I'm so happy. I was really worried I was going to have some big old air pockets and blobby globbies, you know. But, wow. All right. So cool. Okay, I have something I want to show you. I'm going to pull this next loaf while I'm cutting here. Look at that. To me, that looks like a polar bear with a black head. Do you see it? Or am I crazy? I don't know. I see a polar bear with a black head. That just cracked me up when I saw that. Anyway, back to my loaf. I wanted to share that with you all before I forgot. I didn't want to forget to show you. And because I went up and down with the hanger, I don't think I'm going to have soapy patterns, but black and tan, I think these represent. I'm super, super thrilled. Let's see here. So here's the inspiration. Here's the bar. I think it's pretty cool. At the end of the day, I am a happy camper with these. All right, let's cut into my polar bear loaf. Am I the only one who's seeing it? That's so funny. I see it. I definitely see a polar bear. So these were fun to make. even if I had to hustle a little bit, and it was still well worth it. Yeah, super fun. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. This will probably be the last beer soap I'm making in this fall series. So I've made two other beer soaps, 3 in total. And again, I will link those other beer soaps down below that have very detailed how to make your beer lye solution. If you wanted to do that, I really recommend a beer soap. If you've not tried making it or tried using it, do yourself a favor, give it a whirl, because it's awesome. The lather on these is going to knock your socks off, I guarantee. So thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to be with me. Thank you again, and I hope that you have a really wonderful day.